Hello and welcome to BSE News. My name is Ratnasari and I will accompany you for the next 10 minutes with news and stories from all over Indonesia. For the first story, we begin with story from economy sector. The President Joko Widodo asks for university to cooperate with their nearby industrial areas. To the cooperate consists of many cases such the establishment of faculty or study program with similar character with the industries in the area nearby. He said the cooperate with this industrial area intended to give work experience for the student. Also, he hoped the such corporate could encourage the development of technology for the industry. Before Jokowi admit to optimism that Indonesia could become high income country by 2045, actually 1 century after the independence. The optimism is beside after Indonesians recent achievement from middle income country to upper middle income country. This status was given by the World Bank and valid since 1 July 2020. To the next story is about politics as the DPR suggests to encourage the allocation for defense equipment maintenance after an army helicopter crashed to Kendal, Central Java. Vice Chairman of the First Committee of DPR, Abdul Haris Al-Masyari, asked Commander of the National Army, Marshal Hadi Cahyanto, to encourage the budget for maintaining the many defense equipment. He requests that after the incident in Kendal, Central Java, in which Army Mi-17 crashed and killed 4 personnel last Saturday, he demanded Hadi to ensure that such incident won't happen again in the future. Carries said that this was the second time that helicopter of this kind result of the crash was in Papua at 2019. He urged the Defense Ministry and Marshal Hadi to carry out the thorough and quick investigation that give the report to the first commitment of DPR. Our next story is about situation of COVID-19 pandemic. The Census of America already began development of antibody therapy as measure the cure corona infect patient. The measure is done to fulfill to treatment that have greater chance of availability for years. Company to vaccine the predicted to available next year. Despite all that, the antibody which is protein. Despite all that, the antibody which is protein corrected to our body to fight infection could or last for 1 or 2 months before disappearing. Far from the benefit of vaccine that's predicted to available next year. The therapy also will devote to temporarily cure the suspect population, such as the already patient, the commonly and exposed healthy worker. Rickshaw from the medical condition for 1918 blood plasma full antibody for cured patients were proven effective to fight the flu. Recovery plasma already used to cure several flu such as SARS or MERS, and now the doctors in UAS are beginning to see some success of curing COVID-19. To the next news about sport. The 2020 FI champions are starting to the next Austria, despite the pandemic that still raging all across the globe. The champions has planning to start in March and was postponed until July 2020 because of COVID situation. Merchandise driver Valtteri Bottas is going to be pole sitter in Austrian GP 2020 after getting the best time in qualification session of Saturday in Red Bull Ring circuit. The Finnish driver, despite half run off the track in the final lap, scored in quickest lap with 1 minute 2.937 seconds, just 0 in 12 seconds quicker than the fellow Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton and praised by him. Max Verstappen for the Red Bull Racing in place on at the third position, and this one place hard from McLaren driver Lando Norris. The Ferrari driver Charles Leclerc will start from the 7th position far better from this teammate Sebastian Vettel for start from 11th position after the missing qualification. Our last news for this travel sector. As Prambanan Temple in Magelang, Central Java is reported with reborn in once 1st July, but the visitor from outside the region is required to bring their own healthy certificate from the region where they come from. Besides health creative, the manager also required the visitor to wear masks, having temperature check in apply physical distancing in showers every 1,000 meters, and prove healthy protocol board of information. After having the temporary check, the visitor will giving sticker to mark their temperature. The sticker consists of 3 colors from the below 13.7.5 degrees Celsius are given green sticker and are allowed to enter temple. And for this with 37.5 to 37.7 degrees are given yellow sticker and are allowed to enter temples. And to be above 13.8 degrees Celsius are given red sticker and prohibiting from enter the temple. And this was the news for today. Follow us for my news update tomorrow. I'm Ratnasari. See you tomorrow.